Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hey y'all. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that you're back with me. Hey, we're going to have some fun today. Let's talk about something a little off topic that we've been talking about lately. Lately, we've been trying to encourage ourselves, trying to pump ourselves up, and sometimes that can be a little strenuous sometimes. So today I'm looking at it from a different perspective now. It still talks about becoming a better you, but from the sake of would you rather question. It's like, would you rather do this or that, right? So, would you rather have your face printed on money or your own small town named in your honor? Again, would you rather have your face printed on money or your own small town named in your honor? All right. So let's think about that for a minute, right? So in order for you to have your face printed on money, you either have to be royalty, part of government, done something very, very important in history. Oh, wait a minute, Maurice. Would that be the same thing for having a small town named in your honor too? You know what? It just might be, right? So to have your face printed on money, though, I think has to be a little more important in reference to having your face on currency that everyone, and I guess I'm thinking of it from a United States perspective. If you were that important, whether you changed legislation, whether you helped out a group of people, did something very, very, very extraordinary in order for you to have your name and face printed on money that we use here in the United States. Now, some of us might think that the dollar is not worth as much as it used to be, so to have our face printed on it might not mean so much. And we also take a look at the fact that they made a decision to have Harriet Tubman's face put on some money recently. And I'm not sure about you, but I know for myself, I have not seen it as of yet. So for my face to be actually printed on the money, I think that would have to be a lot. Now, in reference to the small town, you can still do something important, but it doesn't have to be as great as much as that small town just acknowledging that, you've done something better than anyone else from that town. So for myself, being born and raised in the city of Philadelphia, in the state of Pennsylvania, being a large city, large metropolitan facility or place, I cannot see the city of Philadelphia being renamed now. And some of the surrounding boroughs and counties that either I've lived in or been through, cannot see where names could be placed on a city or a town or a borough. A smaller one. Yes, I can, especially if you have done something that is not, it doesn't have to be great, but just something a little different that represented what they felt like that town morals and culture and things like that, if it was very well represented. I've been in places where the people that have gotten out of that particular situation, that area, had become a little bit better than they had ever anticipated, even to the point where that particular individual might have done something in that town, but eventually went off and done something even greater in another city. But they still want to recognize that individual, say, hey, he was actually born and raised here. So, the question is, would I rather have my face on money or my own small town named in my honor? So, being rather vain sometimes, I would love for my face to be in everybody's hands. And understanding that in order for for my face to be printed on some money, that I have done something rather extraordinary. So that's one part of that. So then the other part of it will be the small town named in my honor. As I stated earlier, that I have been in certain areas where, you can make a difference in that area, and those persons really, really like you. Where they may change the name of the town in your honor. So I guess for myself, I think for me, I would say I would like to have my own small town named in my honor. I think there's something to be said when in the town to have buildings or the street sign, having your name on it or your last name. Does that say something in reference to, because sometimes people with the money, especially now that money is going straight digital, as far as having the cash in pocket, in hand, on a dresser, extracting it from a Mac machine somewhere, it's becoming far few in between now. So I really do believe that at small town, having my name and people driving through it, and no matter if it's only 30 people driving through a year or 30,000, I think it's a little weighs a little more, has a little more cachet. More especially, I think after a period of time, the money, even if my face is on it, I don't feel like that is the building block for my family. See, if my family has a city named after it, depending on how many generations are there, even after I'm gone, some generations will still be able to pull on that, whatever I might have been able to achieve, and say, hey, you know what? When you think about the Rockefellers, if somebody say Rockefeller, it doesn't even have to be who they are. It could be cousins or something like that of the original family, but they still will be able to live off of that name. So I would love for a city to be named after me, and then having the descendants. That sounds funny. Having my descendants being able to follow after me and still reap the benefits over a period of time. I think that will be a tremendous honor. And I think whatever it is that they would name this small town after me, whatever I have done or accomplished, I would truly have to thank God for that. Because for any of these, it will only be because of him. So I want us to stay focused on what we're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to achieve, and making sure that we keep him first. And in that, possibly, we could have a team named after us. I think that would be fun. I really think that would be. I think that will, I think I would actually have to just stand there at the sign and just stare at it at days on end. And the wife comes to me like, Maurice, you want to eat? I'm like, no, baby, I just want to sit here and look at this sign. But I think that would be cool. I think that would be really, really cool. So, you know what? Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know if you feel as though that, you would prefer to have your name on a town, or would you rather have your face printed on the money? I think there are some people that are so in love with money that they don't care if their face is on a penny. At least it's on some money. So just let me know how you feel about it. Let me know how you are taking a look at this. What type of legacy are you providing your family? What are you leaving? Are you preparing them for that type of lifestyle? Okay, y'all. So before I close this out, I want y'all to know that the Positive Energy T-shirt shop now has apparel for you on the Amazon store right now. It's called the Positive Energy T-shirt shop. You can also buy apparel on positiveenergyshop.com. That is positivenrgshop.com. Or you could buy shoes at the same positiveenergyshoes.com. Positiveenergyshoes.com. I thank y'all very much for this time. I love y'all very much. And I hope that you will continue to tune in with us. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe this episode. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Be sure to comment. Be sure to listen on Wednesdays to Coach Latoya. And I have a whole lot more coming to y'all in the next couple months. Hopefully you'll see that the shows That'll Never Work, the No Fruit podcast, and the Neighbors podcast, all on the same channels that you're listening to right now. This show right now. You'll see a lot more content coming from us very, very shortly. I thank y'all for y'all support, and remember to educate, empower, enable, and impact. Educate, empower, enable, and impact. Thank y'all very much, and talk to y'all later. Peace.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.